this up. Damn it! How could this have happened? Oh wait, sorry, wrong thing. I gotta get rid of that.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, let's get it. There it goes.
There it goes.
Camera 1. Where's camera 1? There's the camera.
There it is.
Howdy.
Oh, I thought we were going with
How could this
have happened?
How could this
Have happened.
Damn it! How could
This have happened? Wow, I'm very blue.
That's really you're bluish.
I'm super blue.
Let me go ahead and change that while we look at me as I'm changing it. I don't know how to. I'm just going to put the U.
Welcome. How are you doing, Quattro? How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day out there while John brings up the heat and makes me not look like I'm in the Ice Age. There we go. I look way better now. How could this have happened? All right. Well, I'm glad. All right, we have been gone for almost a month.
How could that have happened?
Normally we try to do 2 a month, but we have been so busy doing crazy stuff that we have not been able to do this.
Do anything else besides what else? Well, the stuff we've been doing. So we're back. We're not dead.
Yeah, we are not dead.
I just wanted to dispel the rumor out there. There's a rumor going around on Twitter and in the universe. That John and Joe were in fact dead, killed in a horrible orgy accident
on a plane
in Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yep.
Involving strippers, a gorilla, and Penn and Teller, I guess. Sure.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna throw them in there. So we're not dead, as you can see.
We are back. Yes.
There are no holes. I'm not not suffering any stigmata or anything.
There you go.
I've not ascended to heaven, and I will now return in 3 days to redeem all of you heathens. You crappy, horrible people.
You FPS rate people.
FPS.
Oh wait, now that's been. I don't even know.
Never mind.
Lost it.
So yeah,
frames
we're so
per second.
Frames per second, people. All you 60 frame folks out there complaining about 24.
Yep, that's right.
But
I tried to bring it back around,
but
I didn't put the number in front, so it just sounded like I was talking
about first-person shooters. Yeah.
All right.
Francs per second. How many fucks per second can you get? I just got demonetized right there. Boom.
Oh, right in the beginning.
Right at the very beginning.
That's all right.
So a little bit of what we're doing. School started, and I inherited a bunch of jobs from my friend who just moved out of the area, and we've been doing a lot of school events, like tons of school events. We did a teacher onboarding where they onboarded some teachers. It was very, very messy affair. They would lay them on a pair and they start shoving water and come on, you ready to teach? Are you ready for a school year? And they're just like, they're just like dying. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, it was.
It's a motivational speaker.
Motivational speaker. It was like the Blind Side.
Yeah.
A big guy who learned to become not a gangster, not a gangbanger from Miss P.
Yeah, from Miss P.
Miss P. So,
that's right. So if they're out there, but
they're
not watching
us.
us.
I'm sure they're watching. They're probably regular fans because that's all they do. Watch our videos.
That's it. That's right. They recognize us instantly.
We're doing a couple Student of the Month programs. That's things getting started up here. I got a big list of changes to make to this video for another school district's State of the District video.
Yep.
I'm trying to work with a city of Lake Elsinore to make their little videos, and that's killing us. That's a lot of work to do that.
Yep.
And and just a bunch of stuff. So I've got scripts in the book, but I just haven't had time to do anything with them.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's where we're at right now. I'm just kind of peeking at our viewership here. We're growing.
There we go. It's rising. It's on the rise.
So yeah, that's where we're at, and I've got kind of the thing I've been developing is these RoboCam things to do some of these live live capture stuff. So anyhow, so that's where we're at right now. We might as well just open it up here because that's what we usually do here on these podcasts is open it up to you guys and hang out with you guys and chat what you guys talking about.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, you guys maybe tell us some information because we've been out of the game for a little bit. So
somebody's watching. Here, put that on the.
Oh yeah.
He's watching.
66. Oh yeah. Whoops, wrong
one. As Joe remembers how to operate this program.
Remember how to use this.
And he puts up the
chat,
which I can't read.
Which you can't read from back here, but it says, "I am watching on an old school CRT because I can.
Yes, he can. Oh yeah, baby.
But
I think this. No, that's the spoiler button. I gotta learn how to use this too.
Silvio, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're literally trying to remember how to do this stuff because we've been gone for so long.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is, been gone and then haven't been able to do anything. And on top of that, I'm doing this show at night, so I don't have time at night to do anything either.
Yep.
I'm literally going from the last 3 weeks. The show ends on Saturday if it doesn't rain. If it does rain, we're going on Sunday. But yeah, literally going from work straight to the show and then living the show for 3 hours and then going home and sleeping. And I've got a toilet sitting in my bedroom because I'm waiting for them to put some flooring in. So my life is a total mess and disaster. There's a lot of movies that came out that I wanted to see, and I didn't. So I went to wait around until I wanted to see It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
But didn't have time to see it. It's 3 hours long. I heard it's really a long film. And that's mostly the problem with the film.
Yeah, not only did I hear it was a long film, but I mean, the hard part is that chapter of it was not really that interesting.
The more boring part.
Yeah. In the 1,000-page book that is It. I watched a review on Rambo Last Blood. What do you folks think about it? I haven't seen that.
Well, that one just came out, I think, last week, I guess?
Yeah,
that's the last week movie. Okay. So, again, have not seen it.
Yeah.
Haven't seen a damn thing except for Victor Victoria.
We're gonna have to play catch up and a lot of like summer blockbuster things because
late last minute summer stuff.
Yeah, the last minute tail end stuff because we didn't see it really. Yeah. I mean, this normally we have come in with at least seeing some movies. But yeah, we've been so busy we got next to nil. Like honestly,
I literally have not seen a movie or TV show since 3 weeks ago.
I watched one episode of season 2 of Titans. That's all I've watched. It's out, like the whole thing is out, and I'm like, oh, I'll watch. Maybe I'm gonna try to watch that.
I can tell you a lot about Victor Victoria, the play.
Yeah.
The musical, which I'm in the last 2-3 weeks.
Let's see. Best movie is
Midsummer. So I have seen that movie.
I haven't.
Because I saw that before, because it came out like in, I think, June or something, July. That's pretty good. That was pretty disturbing. You have to remember, though, that Midsummer is really a story about breaking up. If you put the whole thing in that context, it all makes sense. Because at the very end, spoilers, they break up. That's a terrible spoiler because it's not really the ending.
What about Once Upon a Time
I saw
in Hollywood? That was
that
seen.
One?
I still have not seen it.
Yeah, I've not seen that one.
But yeah, just
that's old news now. Unfortunately,
it's old news. Like, here's the thing: is like I look at it as I will wind up watching it. I should have seen it on the big screen because I feel like that would have had a bit more impact, especially with like the glamour lights of Hollywood thing. But I don't know. Which is weird because Reservoir Dogs is one of my favorite movies.
Well, it's not Reservoir Dogs.
Oh no, I know. But it's like
close.
It's one of those things. Like I like supporting people that I watch. Yeah. Like he hasn't done anything that have made me go like, oh, I'm never gonna watch this stuff again or anything like that. So it's just it just coincided with me not just getting out and seeing it.
Now, why don't you put up the next? Watching the old VHS copy.
Let's see.
Watching an old VHS copy of the classic Planes, Trains, and Automobiles right before you folks went live. So funny, even still. You're a little early for that, aren't you? It's not quite Thanksgiving. But it almost is. It's getting pretty darn close.
We're slowly getting there.
We're talking about that. The weather's finally calmed down here in lovely Southern California. You finally don't have to turn the air conditioner on when we're taking.
Really don't feel like you're gonna die.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be nice.
So, but the next week I think is going to be fun because I think Joker opens next week.
Yep.
And everyone's going to lose their effing mind.
Apparently.
Because they're already losing their effing mind now.
Yeah.
Like, come on, people. This isn't worse than like the William Castle stuff from in the 1950s. Like, oh, remember that movie Matinee with John Candy?
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to like do this nuclear scare thing to get people to. That's what the freaking Joker thing reminds me of.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's all scared. Oh, all these incels are going to rise up and do stuff. It's like,
yeah, not so much.
They already have a reason.
Yeah.
They don't need another one.
They don't need one if they want to.
Yeah. So Joker's coming out here. That's exciting. I don't know what else. The Irishman, I hear, has got great reviews coming out. It's coming out on Netflix, I think. That's a Martin Scorsese film.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what it's about, but it's Martin Scorsese and it's what's his face, Robert De Niro. So it's those two again. Yeah.
LA Film School, to go or not to go?
Oh, LA Film School? Jeez. You're going to get me in trouble for saying this, but I don't think LA Film School is one you should go to. I don't think LA or NY, New York Film School either is, I'm not a big fan of those. But what do I mean? What do I know? I'm not working in the industry in a big concession, in a, exact way. I think you're better off if you want to go to film school, go to like a UCLA or a USC if you can get USC. Biola, Fish Academy, NYU. Those schools I think are better, more rounded. So, low energy.
What's low energy?
No, I feel like we're getting low energy here.
Oh no, yeah.
Well, we are low energy because we've been working.
I just feel drained right now.
And Joe has to go to work right after this.
Yeah.
At a place he loves to work at.
Yeah. We don't even go there.
No, we don't.
Where have we been? We've been everywhere, and we were like, we have to we have to come back and hang out with you guys. It's been literally almost a month, I think, and as we said, we've just been super busy. Actually, it's been probably more than it's been like a month and 2 weeks.
Month and 2 weeks essentially. Yeah.
We did like the very first one,
August 16th or something like that. Now it's August 30th.
Any tips for using a Canon DSLR to make shorts?
All right, Canon DSL to make shorts.
And I am going to pass them on to John real quick.
John's going for it. And Joe's going to get a drink. Joe's going to get a drink. So Canon DSL for shorts. Yeah, very very doable. In fact, the one that I won, my one award-winning film that I made 6 or 7 years ago was made on a Canon DSLR. Of course, it was probably the first one, the Canon 5D Mark II. It's really more about making sure you nail your focus and make sure you get good sound. And getting good sound also oftentimes require for a Canon DSLR recording sound off the camera. So that's one tip is probably use a second recorder. Light it well. All cameras need light, so make sure you feed your camera light. The more light you feed it, the better your camera will look. That's kind of going across the board. Whether you're talking about Canon, whether you're talking about Arri Alexa, you're talking about the Phantom or the Red cameras. The more light you feed the camera, the better it looks. That's just across the board, always true. Even the Sony A7, whatever number they're up to now, they all need light. So more light, which doesn't always mean brighter scenes, but it just means put more light into the camera, get good sound, and don't need to worry about all that cage crap because that just makes the camera bigger and heavier. And in the way I've been shooting the last 3 or 4 days, bigger and heavier is not always better. Not always better, especially if you've been running around the way we have. So that's some ideas. There's some thoughts. I don't want to filibuster on that one, but let's take some other questions here.
We already kind of covered Joker
a little bit.
Hello, Owen.
Hi, Owen. What about AFI? AFI is another school that you can consider. I would consider AFI. I would probably put them on the list. If you, whatever, there's Sundance doesn't have a school, but if they have like a program that's worth probably looking into. I just don't like the LA Film School and New York Film School, although I'm sure they'll come and tell me I'm not a real filmmaker if I say that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. They're just overly expensive.
Yep. Is Star Wars franchise finally dead for new generations?
Joe says.
No. But, well,
no, not
there's a lot of punches in the gut, but oddly enough, basically it looks like Disney is going like, Kevin Feige, please save Star Wars like you saved Marvel, like put together. So who knows? I might just do another ignore of like another set of 3, which is like these ones right here, and then the original 3 are obviously the ones I enjoy, and then the prequels. I'll just ignore the prequels and these sequels, and we'll just pretend the original ones and whatever Kevin Feige does, as long as it doesn't make me sad.
That's perfectly fair.
But yeah, we all will remember when J.J. Abrams tried to reboot it, and it started off okay, and then it died in a horrible Mary Poppins incident. And then whatever happens to this new one, we'll see.
Or we might remember it as when Rian Johnson made open a brand new world for Star Wars to enjoy plenty more years of great unheralded success. Because I like the second film, and we have to keep reminding everybody.
You like it, but
yeah, because I can't let you filibuster on my show to just say hateful things about my girlfriend Ray, played by Disney starlet. What's her name?
Can't remember her name.
Daisy Jazz Ridley. Her middle name is Jazz. Okay,
I don't think it's Jazz.
it is Jazz.
Is it Jazz?
Yeah, look
Seriously?
it up. Seriously,
No.
I looked it up.
Well, that's pretty
Her
impressive.
middle name is Jazz.
Well.
And well, I think you have to kind of remind yourself, as much as we people our age dislike the prequels, there's a generation out there that love the prequels. I know that's kind of scary.
I know. Well, there's
There's a generation out there. So even if you didn't like The Last Jedi, there's a generation out there, and well, myself. I mean, I wouldn't consider myself part of that generation, but there's a generation that would grow up saying that they love that new sequel. So whatever.
Yeah. Well, everybody has their moment. The thing is everybody enjoys what they enjoy.
Did you see? I don't know. I should have posted it, but I kind of didn't feel
sad that they enjoy trash.
Did you see? Did you see? There's this Batman versus Darth Vader fan thing. It was a fan film. It was really well made. It was Batman, like I guess Darth Vader had captured Superman and it was keeping him in a room with kryptonite. And Batman shows up and Darth Vader's like, "You have not come prepared," and he whips out his lightsaber, and Batman's like, "I'm always prepared," and he whips out his lightsaber, and they start battling. And
legit,
and then in spoilers, so what at the very end, like Batman's in his spaceship and he's like trying to fire on Darth Vader, and Darth Vader like destroys the spaceship and then brings Batman. "You've underestimated you since too bad you didn't take your chance to defeat me." And Batman's like, "I didn't need to defeat you. I just needed to distract you." And then the bomb goes off and then Superman's free. And Superman comes and kicks Darth Vader's ass.
Beats the crap out of Darth Vader.
It is
Google
it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Google it.
I watched this thing this morning and I thought I'm gonna post this, but then I thought, man, this is way too good, and like I didn't feel good about posting it, but I should have posted it. So yeah, post that out. Check it out.
All right. Wait, hold on a second.
Can you tell
the difference between film and digital if you were put to the test?
Oh, there you go. There's a question out there. Can you tell the difference? Chat can weigh in on this one.
I feel like not really.
Yeah. I would say, and this is going to be on a weird comment here. Yeah, you probably can tell. The funny thing is, the digital will look better. I'm going to be a dick about it. But there, and this is okay. So, let me just run to Joe real quick, and I'll get my film samples.
All right. Hey, Emily, thanks for the welcome. Thanks for the hello. How are you doing? While he goes and gets some film that he just did in black and white. I'm assuming that's what he's getting. That's what you're getting, right? So yeah, he's got some pictures to show. I mean, obviously, gonna be very.
You're not gonna be able to see much of it.
No, yeah.
All right, so
because we don't have a camera guy that can zoom in.
Yeah, so I've been shooting film. I've been shooting these 4x5 film strips here. This is large format. And I'd like to eventually figure out a way to make this a digital back, kind of like the old 35 millimeter camera adapters. Attach a camera to the back of this thing, and then shoot a plane that's 4x5, which is large format, which is even bigger than like IMAX, right? And the problem when you shoot film, when you go back to this old school of, there's Joe here. This is a shot of Joe.
Yep.
And here's a shot of some trees and stuff, is that unless you get the film absolutely perfect in every gosh darn which way, there's some little like imperfections and little something gremlins that get into the shot and little things that happen. So film, if shot professionally by somebody that really knows what they're doing, then it's super clean and super good. Then it'll still retain some of those characteristics of film, the grain and that kind of thing, the little, I wouldn't say jitter because there's not much jitter left in film these days. If it's shot by a professional, yeah, it's going to look really clean. But if it's shot by an amateur like me who's just trying to learn how to do it, like this shot has like a big giant, like squiggly, like light leak in it. It's just, But yeah, so film is going to have a lot of errors and a lot of problems. Digital is getting so good, it's like super clean and perfect. So that's kind of how you can tell the difference. Digital is going to be super clean, super sharp. Film is not going to be as clean as sharp. So that's one of the things that's one of the telling differences. But as far as like which one can you tell if you're sitting there watching a film, like, oh, this is shot on film, this is shot on digital. Yeah, I can probably still tell a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's because of the organic feel. The film has a more. You watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's a little more of an organic feel. We watch anything by David Fincher, it's got that very clinical. very clean, very super like smooth look. That's definitely digital. But they both look good. I don't have a problem with either. So that's the thing. Anyhow, there's
Yeah.
that.
Once
Long
Upon
way
a
around.
Time looked beautiful. Do you think the same look could have been achieved with digital?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It just has to be. It has to be like filtered and has to have all those impurities put back into it,
Mm-hmm.
grain and all that stuff. So it can be done. It's just it not as authentic, I guess, if you want to put it that way. It's
YouTube
manufactured.
just notified me that you guys are going live in 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it was supposed to say 4:10, but apparently it said 5 o'clock.
Did it say 5:10? Is that what it was?
Maybe.
Let's take a
Well,
look.
I
See.
can't. Well, let's see back. Will it stop the recording if I go
Nah,
back?
I
Okay.
shouldn't.
Oh, it said it's at 5 p.m.
Oh well, that's stupid.
Well, that's
Well,
that
we'll
question.
probably be tailing off at 5 p.m. We'll probably be like dying of ourselves.
This might be shorter than usual, just for us to get back in the swing of things, but be able to hang out with you guys at least for a bit.
No, it really did, because I did. For if you guys are a part of our Patreon, go to patreon.com/filmmakeriq. Because I wasn't able to do much this week, I did just suspend the Patreon for a month. So if you sign up now, you won't be charged anything until next set session. But yeah, this thing's just been so gosh darn busy. I mean, it's like it's wearingly how busy it is.
Yep.
Like literally, don't have time. We said earlier, we didn't have time to watch a single thing.
Yeah,
Not
as
a
I said, I
single
watched
thing.
one episode of the Titan show that on DC Online or whatever. Like, and even then, there's still like another 12 episodes that I could have just binged through. Could have literally watched one.
I've listened to some podcasts, I guess.
Oh,
I'm
well,
driving.
good. Also, one of the good news things, because I forgot, Sony and Marvel
Yeah.
came to an agreement. So
we're gonna get more Spider-Man with the MCU.
yeah,
in it.
more Spider-Man with the MCU.
We have at least one more chance where Peter Parker can like mourn over Tony Stark's death.
Mhm.
Ah, shit! Spoilers. He died.
He didn't die. He just went home.
Well, he's gonna actually Tony's, and apparently he's gonna be showing up in the Black Widow movie. So we're gonna get more Tony Stark, because spoiler alert, Black Widow's dead too.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
The two dead people are gonna be in a movie.
Movie together.
Yep.
Which is what we asked for.
Dead solidarity.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Well, and then he might be playing the voice of because they're gonna try to do the Ironheart series, so he might play essentially like a Jarvis like role where he's the voiceover, like AI.
You gotta figure for a job like for Robert Downey Jr., it's like show up to a sound booth wearing sweats, you know, and like just
say a few
lines,
get paid.
It's the only person who has a better gig in Marvel is what's his face from Fast and Furious. Dang it! Joke doesn't work without you. Groot.
Yeah. Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. He probably has a slightly better gig because he only has to remember one line.
Yeah, exactly. That is. Just has to say, "I'm Groot. I am Groot."
But apparently he does in all different languages too. Yo soy Groot.
Yeah, yo soy Groot.
Right.
Zombie movie. What are your thoughts on how the streaming wars will pan out? The early Apple shows look incredible, and they have money to burn. You've got Disney starting one too. Well, yeah. Disney Plus will succeed. I mean, they have so much of a library now, especially after buying Fox. Like, they have so much stuff that they can throw up on Disney Plus that it's not even funny. As for Apple, I'm sure they'll start buying up a bunch of stuff. But the issue is going to come very much like TV, where we're going to have so many things that you could get or buy or whatever that you're going to see people get fed up with it and start pirating shit like a lot again. Because it's just going to become that ridiculous thing where you're going to spend over $200, probably, like, I don't know, that seems a little high, maybe $100 in, Hulu and Netflix and Disney Plus and Apple and CBS and who knows, NBC I'm sure will come up with one too or something.
I think NBC has one called the Peacock.
Yeah, or something. And so soon you're going to start seeing this. It's going to be a war again.
NBC's wait, no, the Peacock. Yeah, the Peacock and then Warner Brothers is HBO's Go or HBO Max, I think is what theirs is called.
Mm.
So it's basically like the subscription service for cable.
Yeah.
So now all you're doing is so you have to get rid of your cable and then buy your new cable package by picking out your streaming. I imagine what might happen is you might have these companies that come up or somebody come up with a grand plan like, hey, I'm going to offer you all the streaming services for $79 a month. You get Hulu, Netflix, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And
you're like, oh, you're back to the
cable.
Back to the cable subscription. Yeah. DirecTV. DirecTV is losing subscribers big time. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, you're gonna see a lot of the places that like right now, Spectrum. Their major thing is getting you for phone and getting you for internet. Like they've really are not pushing the TV thing as hard as they used to. Before it was like, oh, you get cable and internet. Now it's you get internet and for a little bit price, and we'll throw in cable. So I mean, you're seeing these places readjust to just be going like, okay, we're getting out of the TV business as a major thing and starting to pull in for online stuff.
And we'll see how because I mean there's still some use in terrestrial broadcast television.
Mm-hmm.
There's some niceties to it. Obviously, if we're not sports fans here, but if you're a sports fan, that's
on Amazon now though too.
Okay, so you can get MLB packages or NFL packages online.
Yeah.
Watch any game. And that's probably even more convenient because if you live in California and you're a big Jacksonville Cougar, Jaguar, whatever the hell they are, fan.
Jaguars.
We're not going to broadcast those games out here, but you can just tune them in Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. We'll see. The good thing is I'm not obviously not a streaming president, and neither is Joe, and none of us probably in here. So what we think doesn't matter.
Yeah, very true.
It's just a matter of we're going to see.
But it is funny how we were saying a long time ago it was the internet was the Wild West, and now it's
getting bought up and carved up.
Yeah, it's starting to get carved up, bought out, and
Netflix owns Netflix used to own 80% of the traffic. Now it's probably Amazon, Netflix, and Facebook owns your privacy, and and Google knows exactly what's on your mind at every second.
Okay, well, Bill Cage asked right here, what do you think is going to be the next major internet trend? And I honestly, I would say, for at least the moment, I don't know if there's going to be a really big trend. I think we've kind of got our niches kind of carved out at the moment.
I think you invest heavily in memes.
That's true. There you go. Memes are going to be real big.
Call your broker up and go full in on the memes.
Yeah.
Memes are very popular now. Even grandmas know what memes are. They're sharing them on Facebook with their other grandma friends, Anyhow.
Yep. Google is now telling us what is on our minds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Google, what am I thinking?
Yeah. You can't hear it. His thing went off.
Say it?
It didn't say it, yeah.
Let's ask Google. Hey, Google, what am I thinking? Oh, now you're going to be coy, huh?
Yep.
What am I thinking?
You're thinking about how you said that embarrassing thing to that person that one time. And I know it's been eating at you, but trust me, it's not a big deal.
See? I knew.
Yep,
I knew that was referring to that one time I met Scarlett Johansson.
Yep. The most intelligent option, of course. Yep. Meme TV. That's right.
Meme TV.
That's a big thing. Get on it right now while you can.
Sales have never been stronger.
Never been stronger. Fry is always asking people to take his money.
So Trevor says, I think we won't see the next internet trend until we get decent internet speeds. Wait until you get a 1 gigabytes from any device. Laughy face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is not a lot. I mean, I feel like we're not in a bad spot now.
Well, yeah, we are kind of in a little older infrastructure. I don't think we can get a gigabyte a second on any device. I don't know. I mean, I'm old school thinking, but do we really need that? Do you really need that much internet? I mean, sure, it'd be nice to be able to transfer basically any file I can transfer all the raw stuff that we shot in about 2 seconds wirelessly.
Yeah.
But do we need that?
Not really.
I mean, is that what the market?
Well,
When you go
you
on
know what?
Facebook, do you
Yeah.
need a gigabyte a second to look at your videos? And
Who knows? The way virtual reality is going, maybe that's.
Well, I
maybe
mean-
we're going towards Lawnmower Man, where we really do need 1 gig a second.
well, in certain applications it'd be nice, but I don't think
Yeah.
you need every, like every second of your existence you need a 1 gigabyte a second.
Yeah.
I mean, Lawnmower Man, yeah. If you if you could wirelessly send stuff to your goggles,
The goggles, they do
they
not.
do nothing. You send it to your goggles that you could, that'd be cool, but you don't need every. It seems to be a waste. That's all I'm
Yesterday
saying.
was an interesting movie, but I feel like it was a
Yesterday.
slightly wasted premise.
Ugh.
I don't think you saw it yet, right?
Was that the
That-
movie with the Beatles song?
Yeah,
Yeah. I think, didn't you tell me the
I
plot of
did
it?
tell you the plot of it.
He's spoiler alert for it.
Yeah. Well, see, we always do a thing where it's like, are you going to watch it? And the answer is if it's no, usually, then we'll just tell each other the synopsis for it. Because a lot of the time, if you can tell someone the plot of that movie within a way that they kind of understand it, even if they're like, that was kind of dumb, and you can, and then if they want to watch it and they think it's the same way, then it's actually a decent movie because at least you were able to tell the person what the hell was going on. I'm not gonna tell everybody it because obviously that's a spoiler to it. But I feel like the ending, like the first 2/3 of the movie was good, and then the other third of the movie, they just didn't write it well. I feel like, I don't know, maybe he lost a plot or something, but of his own, of whatever he was writing. But the tail end, just wasn't great. But the first 2/3 of the movie were good, all in all. So,
All right.
I just don't want to spoil it for you guys. But
Chat's having an interesting
What are they
discussion
having?
over VR here. Little Cage is
eventually
saying,
VR is going to be literally everything. I'm taking VR PCs, VR TV shows. Guess the
and
movie: Squid, Hammer, Scissor,
Art or whatever. Apple.
Tongue.
Wood hammer. Cut tongue. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, on the
I
subject
apparently would be terrible with
on the
emoji.
subject of VR, I don't think VR is going to be. I think VR has limited applications. I think what will happen is the technology will get to the point where if we can directly connect entertainment to our brain, I think that's going to be the next step. If I don't think VR, the goggles, they don't do anything.
Yeah.
The goggles are preventing VR from happening, I think. If we can get past the goggles, I think that's when VR becomes incredibly, insanely powerful. But as long as we have the goggles,
So you're thinking if we go to the Star Trek style,
not Matrix
VR
style,
room,
where we just
where we plug it in,
plug it in our brains, not even bypass the all this stuff, all
Yeah.
this meat space,
mm-hmm.
go straight into the brain, the Matrix style. I think that's when I think it's pretty wild and crazy. Because say VR is going to take over. I'm not going to, if I want to read a book, I sure as hell I'm not going to put goggles on to read a virtual reality book. That's just retarded. I'm sorry, I use the R word. That's just regal.
That's regal.
That's just regal for all you red letter.
Augmented reality, layering real-time, real-world information on top of a projected image.
Yeah, sure. I mean, augmented reality is, yeah. I mean, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. But again, it's not. I think there's always going to be room for the screen. There's always going to be a home for the written page. There's always going to be a home for something that's printed out. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
when I make changes, and I'm going to make these changes to these this video. I'm still going to print out all the notes that they sent over, and I'm going to go one by one with a pencil and just cross them out rather than put them on a screen next to where I'm working. Even though that's more efficient, I'm still going to print them out because I like the tactile feeling of having paper. I'm playing in this show right now, Victor Victoria, and two of the guys in the show have iPads that they're working off of. So they're reading the music off an iPad, and the rest of us have books because they bought iPads and they scan them and they have all the equipment for doing it. And
Yeah.
They change the page with their foot. And I'm like, that's cool, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather just give me the book. And I think most musicians out there are probably like that too. I mean, it's cool to have the iPad. Anyhow, we're going a long circle.
I'm still literally
He's
sitting
doing
go
something right.
Octahammer Scissor Tongue.
He's
What
trying
the-
to figure out the mystery here.
I legitimately was like, what the heck? You can't put Octahammer Scissor Tongue in the thing. Let's see. Eventually we'll get to the point where VR is realistic. Then we need a VR set of VR goggles in the VR world to escape the VR world. We are to escape
there
the
you
real
go.
world.
Need
Old
more
boy.
goggles. The goggles do nothing. Old boy.
I don't know what Old Boy is.
Old Boy's that movie, Japanese movie, and then it was then Spike Lee redid it, I think, with what's his face from from what's his name? Infinity War, the villain.
Oh, Josh Brolin?
Yeah, well, what's his character's name? Yeah, it was Josh Brolin, and I think it was the girl that played his daughter in the movie in that Infinity War. He also played his daughter in the movie apparently.
Zoe Saldana?
The other one.
Carrie Gilligan?
That's the one, yeah. I think it's Carrie. I don't know. I'm probably
I like
wrong.
how we're guessing. Like,
I'm probably totally
yeah.
wrong. Anyhow. The real advantage of VR is doing things that you can't already do in real life. As advantage will be things that we haven't even thought of yet. And I think that's kind of true. You can't fly a spaceship in real life yet.
Yeah.
So sure as hell more fun to fly a spaceship in VR.
Exactly.
And sure, I think
VR stuff is fun. I like, especially for games.
Gaming,
Like
yeah,
for,
absolutely. But you're not
puzzle
gonna
games and
put
stuff
on
like that.
goggles and like watch a movie in VR, like pretending you're in a movie theater in VR with a screen in VR.
Yeah.
That just seems stupid.
I mean, I don't know. You get the experience of it being in a
Yeah,
gigantic
but
movie theater.
Just watch it on a TV screen.
Yeah.
Instead of having because goggles, I mean, the resolution is gonna kind of not as good,
Yeah.
and it's just, and you're gonna have this weight on your head the whole time.
Yeah.
Whereas you can just look at a screen.
There you
It's
go.
a small one.
Let's see.
And for that, or you can put that on. That's fine. I can go on a rant
Well,
on
the
that.
problem is I gotta freeze the.
There it is.
There it goes.
So, Film Fanatic says VR is things you can do in VR that you can't do in real life, like sex. And
Rock
you know
and roll.
what? Yep. So maybe just put it that way. Maybe just leave it at that. Like, absolutely, that's true.
Yep.
Then we have popcorn wax melts for the for effect. Yeah, popcorn wax melt. Okay. Oh, you like popcorn candles for the smell of popcorn?
Yeah, there you go.
We're going a lot of our way just to avoid people. This is
Yep.
seriously like, people are worried that Joker is going to inspire incels. Like, Jesus, incels are here talking about VR. They're not going outside.
They're not going outside.
They're not going to hurt anybody. They're going to stay on the computers and look at 4chan the whole
I don't know.
time.
It's silly. But yeah. The thing is for Joker, you're just gonna enjoy the movie. Anyone that's gonna do something crazy was gonna do something crazy beforehand.
Yeah.
And like they didn't need the movie. It wasn't a factor.
And even Batman, like the original, that Aurora shooting happened during the Batman movie. And the Batman movie was a positive, message.
Yep.
Now, well, anyhow, never mind.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Trevor Pinaki writes, actually, the porn industry tends to be one of the earliest innovators with different types of technology, not trying to send us down the unsavory path here. Well, I think because porn's always looking for novelty. I mean, porn itself is novelty. I mean, you don't watch the same porn over and over again. Most people don't. I maybe I'm making assumptions here, but you usually go fishing every time you on a fishing expedition. Usually, novelty is all about porn. So novelty things, scratch and sniff porn, I'm sure was a thing before scratch. Scratch. I mean, if you get porn, I mean, you're talking even talking about 3D porn, and go way back like 1900s is like the 3D card, like nudie cards that you would get back in the day.
Yeah, back in
the Edison days, good old Edison days with their showing a little too much ankle there. That's some sexy ankle.
The funny part is we're gonna get to 5:00 and we're gonna be like,
no.
and everybody's gonna come in because it said 5:00 versus.
Well, we'll just hit 5:00 and then talk about Joker real quick and then leave.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, because I screwed this up because it's been a while since I started this, and I basically all day I was kind of tired, and I got these negatives back today, and I was messing with these, and then backing up footage from yesterday. They shot about 400 gigabytes yesterday with raw footage, and I'm compressing it. You know what bugs me? Okay, I'll go on my soapbox rant here.
Okay.
So I think it was yesterday, or I was listening to I think I was listening to Kevin Smith and his buddy. What's his name?
Oh, Mark Maron.
No, not Mark Maron. Anyhow, whatever his name. Mark is his name. Mark Bernard.
Mark Bernard. Yeah.
He's like, I don't know if it was Mark Bernard. He's like, oh, the Joker. Or no, it wasn't Kevin Smith. I'm not gonna blame them because I want to. It was somebody else.
It was someone they did the news thing or something.
No, somebody else was saying like, "Oh, this goes all the way back to the earliest times with Taxi Driver," and they were upset with Taxi Driver. And I'm like, "Bitch, please! This goes back to the 1900s, man.
Yep.
This goes back to like the early George B. McClellan shutting down all the movie palaces in New York City on Christmas Day. Like literally, you are all shut down because this stuff incites violence and is horrible." And it's attended by a bunch of immigrants. You dirty, dirty Italian immigrants go watch movies, and therefore we must shut them all down because that's not what the proper English, Anglo-Saxon Protestant way on Sundays. We must shut them all down. And so the mayor literally shuts down all the New York's, they were called Nickelodeons at the time.
Yeah, the Nickelodeons.
They shut them all down on Christmas Day, and it took till the next month. And it was actually Fox was one of the guys that came in like fighting for like, hey, what the hell, man? We're just open on Sundays, dude. Just give us a break,
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, this whole like getting your pampers ruffled over movies being the subversion of culture and all that. This goes back to the beginning of movies, man. This doesn't go back to the 70s with Travis Bickle. Are you kidding me? Oh, we need to learn movie literacy in our times. Dang it. Damn it! How could this have happened?
There you go.
All right, if you guys haven't watched the masterclass videos with Aaron Sorkin yet, if you get the little ads, he always says, "Damn it! How could this have happened?" He says if you write that line, because no one in real life says that, and I say that at least 10 times a day.
Yep.
At least 10 times.
At least 10 times.
Anyhow, Trevor, what are we talking about?
You say do no racism on the dirty Italians.
Well, Joe,
it's funny because I'm Italian,
and he's dirty.
And then I'm not dirty. Anyway,
check his his search history. He is very dirty.
Wow, there you go.
Took that in places you wouldn't think we were going.
Ryan Johnson subverts culture now.
He's got a new movie that looks kind of interesting.
Which one's that?
The one with the Craig Bond.
With Bond?
With Bond, it's a murder mystery.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah, we didn't see the trailer.
I saw the trailer.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I was like, how did you see it yet? That's another one I wanted to see. Was that murder? Was Ready or Not? I thought it was Margot Robbie. I thought it was Margot Robbie, but it's not. It's another New Zealand chick that looks exactly like Margot Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
She marries this rich family, and the rich family has this like tradition where like they have to play a game on the wedding day. And like, the game usually has to end up with the murder of the girl. So the girl's like, "Oh, we're gonna play hide and seek, but we're gonna kill you when we find you."
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like I wanted to see that because I had mildly okay reviews.
That's intriguingly interesting.
Yeah, it looked kind of funny, and it was like a comedy horror.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. So it looked kind of fun.
So how do these people get married then?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not even giving you the premise of the movie right. I guess they earn their money through like a Parker Brothers family.
Yeah.
And like all the people that have survived the game and get to be in the family or something something stupid like that.
Because it seems just like, oh, we had to play hide and go seek and we kill you if we find you. It's like, well, how do you get married? You just didn't hide and seek, or you managed to like stay hidden?
Maybe she stayed hidden until dawn, and then that's when she wins. And I don't know.
But at that point, would you want to marry into this family?
No, I think that's how the movie would end. Probably.
Yeah.
Would you be pissed off and like, I'm not marrying you. You're a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm out of here. You guys suck.
Unless she was only in it for the money.
Now, Film Fanatic has a very controversial opinion. I know, but Margot Robbie is a very attractive woman.
That's true.
That's very controversial. Don't say that on the line. Because
every woman in New Zealand looks like Margot Robbie.
Probably. And then there's the other one that looks like Margot Robbie, the American girl. What's her name she was from Jenna, something or another?
Favorite movies of the 2010s, I think it's been asked. The problem is like for us, it's like you have to name. We have to
name a bunch of
ones.
them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I'm terrible at years.
If you really want to, like, if you're gonna just off the top of my head kind of thing, it's gonna be like Mad Max Fury Road. Was I thought one of my favorite movies of the whole decade, I guess. Sure,
Mm-hmm.
but again, that's like you're putting me on a spot, and I didn't really consider all my options. But that's just one that comes off my top of my head.
That's what I always say. It's like my favorite movie changes. It's like sometimes it's Reservoir Dogs, and sometimes it's another thing, and it's like because it just you sometimes forget about a movie, and then all of a sudden you just have a thought,
you're obsessed with that movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
And another
Green
movie,
Lantern.
Another movie I'm looking forward to. Not necessarily Green Lantern, but it is involving a lantern. Is The Lighthouse that's coming out here?
Oh yeah, you want to see
the follow up to Mr. Robert Eggers' The Witch. The Witch is now the Lighthouse.
Yep. And
with Robert Pattinson and the Green Goblin.
Yep. And then you did that little, or I don't know if you did it or if you just linked it to me, which was the the what?
What? That's hilarious. I did that unfortunately, and got a little bit of play on my site, but nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
That's the way it is with me and memes.
Yeah.
Do not invest in John Hess memes. They do not go anywhere.
Yeah, you really want to get the meme, like the high level memers. That's what.
You need meme review.
The meme review.
We should do a meme review. That's never been done on the internet, has it?
No, not at all.
No, no one ever does meme reviews.
Not even a little.
We should do that. Jamie Presley's the one name I was trying to think of. Jamie Presley.
Oh yeah, okay.
Margot Robbie. It's like the blonde version of Zooey Deschanel. Like every girl looks like Zooey Deschanel. Every girl looks like Jamie Presley and Margot Robbie and this other chick.
Fair enough.
My thoughts on the recent movie is my favorite recent movie is Infinity War. Yeah, sure.
Oh, it's a great movie.
It's a fun movie.
Yep. Let's see.
Whichever says I'm a big.
I'm assuming fan of Lost in Translation, but I'm a big Murray fan. Murray. Of course. You got Bill Murray and tons of. Obviously Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2.
66 makes a great comment here. They should remake 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, or have they since Disney version? They should remake. Yes, I think they should.
Yeah.
Because I love the original. Yes, I'd love it.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you could do a lot with it today.
Well, I'm sure Disney Plus probably has plans.
Well, but I want the theaters.
Well, apparently there's a ton of Apparently right now Disney's just like steamrolling content to just spam for Disney Plus
to dump on. That's what all these remakes were.
Yeah. So I mean, they're essentially going their same route again. Where you're gonna see. I imagine there's probably going to be a Zorro remake as well, because
but Zorro's a pretty classic character. You can always remake Zorro. But I want to see a 20,000 Leagues in the vein of a Pirates of the Caribbean,
like style,
as far as like its epic scope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean
that would be great.
I don't want it to be like a made for streaming movie. I want it to have a scope like. We're going to do 20,000 Leagues, but we're going to do the freaking thing. We're going to go on maybe new adventures. Yeah, you're going to get your giant squid, but we're going to do the Antarctica scene because there's a big Antarctica scene in the book. Mm-hmm. Just I don't know. There's so much you could do.
There is a lot,
and then you could also incorporate more of the steampunk aspect to it. And anyway.
I'm looking forward to the Breaking Bad movie. John has never seen Breaking Bad.
Didn't Breaking Bad end though? I mean, is it going to be a story like? Before the finale of the Breaking Bad?
I'm not sure.
Oh, speaking of which, Downton Abbey movie came out.
Yeah, there's a Downton Abbey movie.
So Downton Abbey came out, and it proved to everyone that old people still go to the movies.
Yep.
I watched the. I like Downton Abbey. I just got tired of it after 3 seasons. I'm just like, I'm not going to watch it anymore.
When your controversy is where the spoon went.
Well, because what happens with Downton Abbey is eventually you realize that
nothing's really happening,
and every scene is just. People go over here and they talk. They go over here and then they talk. And they go over here and they talk. The end.
Yeah, and they're just being catty bitches. That's pretty much.
Yeah, but apparently the movie involves like the king is coming to visit Downton Abbey, and he's bringing his own staff. And his own staff are like the worst people in the world, and it's the other staff, the staff of Downton Abbey, just has to get there, make way for the king's staff.
Yeah,
and then the sparks that fly between the two.
I have actually been avoiding any information on Breaking Bad just because I'm curious to see, because there is a fair bit of stuff on it. The one Better Call Saul and all this other stuff. What's that?
He's bringing his own spoon.
His own spoon. Yeah, that's right.
That's not a spoon. That's a knife.
This is a spoon. Yeah. Depending on which one you want to go with, like that old drawing. My spoon is too big, or
My spoon is too big.
yeah, exactly.
I love that.
But
Bill Cage hates his internet.
That's
News at
true.
11.
I've never watched Breaking Bad, but I intend to do so. So no spoilers, please.
So here's a
There's
spoiler
really-
alert right here. Bad gets broken.
Gets broken.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it gets broken really badly. Oh,
But yeah, no. I mean, if you were gonna watch that, I'm not gonna say anything. I wasn't gonna say anything anyway.
we did
But,
talk about The Boys on the last one, right? If you guys haven't seen The Boys, if you want to watch something, check out The Boys. We're talking about Birds of Prey, the DC Suicide Squad spinoff.
I will be interested in seeing it because James Gunn did it, and
Well, that's not the
should be
spinoff.
entertaining.
That's a sequel.
Yeah. But
So-
but it's kind of like, DC trying to push down a little bit on what happened in Suicide Squad.
Well, yeah, because why wouldn't you want to?
Yeah.
I mean, the property is still good. It's just like, let's just soft reboot it.
Yeah.
Let's just kind of like,
reboot away.
well, let's just pretend like we got. Well, let's just say, let's just pretend it's a thing. It happened.
Yeah.
Now let's have new adventures. Let's just reboot. It's like James Bond. Like James Bond have a crappy movie, and like next one's like forget it.
Yeah.
Forget what happened last one.
So the funny part is because I'm gonna only talk. I mentioned the fact that I watched the first episode of season 2 of Titan. Like the very first season, which I know you haven't really watched, but it's all about like Robin and all the other, like all the essential sidekicks. But as like they're bringing in Titans 2.0, so it's like they've all kind of aged up, and then there's the second set of. The first season was very controversial because Starfire, this one character, they didn't like how they cast her and all this stuff. But I watched it and I could understand people being like, but then in season 2, they're like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have made her look so ridiculous. Let's dial it back a little bit. So it's like DC doesn't learn from their movies on how to do their TV shows sometimes. It's like, dude, like 10 years worth of just go look at Marvel and be like, oh, maybe we should just kind of follow their idea and some shit. But whatever.
Starfire sound reminds me of The Boys, and
Character
like, from The Boys.
Oh yeah, like well, yes, in a way, but her character is very similar to Starlight. No,
Starlight, yeah,
Starlight. But yeah. So also, if you guys haven't seen The Boys, go check it out.
I was just mentioning The Boys. We were
enjoyable.
talking about the Birds of Prey and like DC. I'm like, let's talk about the Birds of Prey. Is not the James Gunn one. It's the Suicide Squad. Is coming in 2021, I think. I
thought he was doing the suit. I thought he.
No, he's doing the Suicide, but I don't know. Birds of Prey might be something different.
Oh, well, then I am wrong. Yeah, because I thought for some reason it was the Birds of Prey.
Well, the thing is,
But,
I can't. We gotta get excited about anything coming out in 2021. A little too early for that.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point,
Hey,
I mean, we've seen Marvel's plan of like what's all coming out, and I'm still not like even remotely.
Well, I know
I was just
Doctor
like,
Strange
cool.
is coming out, Mountains of Horror or something like that, or
Multiverse of Madness.
Madness, something like that. Yeah, sure, whatever.
But yeah,
I mean, I'll see it. It's not
Titans
like-
already has 2 seasons. Yes, that does indeed.
So, what is Marvel doing for the rest of the year? Are they done
Pretty much.
till next spring until we get?
I mean, at this point, I haven't. Please, no spoilers. Again, I have no plans to spoil it. It's the season 2 is better than season 1, which is just not a surprise.
That's a spoiler.
Yep.
They told me to expect it's better. Then it's gonna
Birds
be
of Prey centers around Harley Quinn, of course, because it's Margot
Oh,
Robbie.
is that stupid little the little teaser that they ran? It was like literally just Margot Robbie kind of like dancing around a little bit, and the other girls from the DC universe, I think.
Because it's the Birds of Prey is all the females.
Gotcha. Pun on words, John. Get with the program.
Yep.
Spoiler on that: they're all women.
Yeah, exactly.
And the internet will be pissed off because they're all women.
But
this is sexist bullshit.
But yeah, so I mean, but like we said, sorry, it's been a little hard for us to converse about things because we literally haven't watched anything. I mean,
well, I did see that little trailer, and I thought to myself, like 2021, and you're showing me nothing.
Yeah, and we watched a clip of John Travolta in a Redbox movie. Where Fanatic, where he talks about he can't talk long because he has to poop.
He has to poo.
Poo.
Precise wording.
Yeah, he's not even poop. Yeah.
I can't talk for a while. I have to poo.
Yep.
I really kind of wanted to see that film because everyone's talking about it now, and The Fanatic. Go out
I
and
mean,
see
we'll
that.
yeah.
Red
Well,
Box.
hopefully, when we have time, we will grab a hold of it and watch it, and then rate it.
I don't know. I don't know what to think of it.
I
Whatever.
don't either.
There's a lot of movies that I wanted to see. I just trying to remember. I can't remember all of them. I can pull up my app right now and look at it. I
Oh,
won't.
oh, I get it. I was referring to The Boys. I will never watch Titans, so you can spoil as much as you want. Fair enough. Then,
All you gotta
though,
know.
I would say I find it. It is a DC version of The Boys. Like it's dark. Like in construed to like other DC. Well, DC's always been dark, but it's way more on the killing side than others.
My favorite line from the Boys is, "You know what Baby Spice is doing now? You know what Sporty Spice is doing?
Yeah.
They're doing nothing. But together, they're with the Spice Girls."
Yeah. That was that
great
like
line.
bring everyone together monologue. That was probably one of the best.
Spice Girls. Individually, they're just individual spices. It didn't matter. But together, they were the Spice Girls.
Yep. Keith Urban.
Keith Urban is a national treasure. I think New Zealand national treasure.
Yep.
Okay. He's an
Carl
American.
Urban. Not
Carl
Keith
Urban. He's an American national treasure as well.
Yep. Keith Urban as well. Yeah. Why not?
Beyond that,
National.
he's a world treasure.
Yeah. Is he a voice of a generation?
The world society or historic society is going to come together and vote Carl Urban as a human treasure.
As a human treasure. Why not?
And therefore, we should be worthy of preservation.
Yeah.
Just like
It's funny.
It's like the pyramids. We have Carl Urban.
It's funny because everybody through Star Trek and all that, he really didn't get. He got little things and
But
all
even
that.
Star Trek is so good in Star Trek.
He was, and that's the thing is he always got like these kind of bit-ish
Stuff,
parts.
yeah.
And then but he's an amazing actor all on his own, and when given a script, he really elevates.
Like
it.
he really was of all the. I mean, Chris Pine did a pretty good job embodying Jim a little bit. Moderately well embodying Jim Kirk. Quinto was pretty good as Spock, but Carl Urban was freaking Bones.
Yeah.
He didn't even need to look like Bones. He just had that swagger.
Yeah, he had that swagger, and he had that like
damn it, Jim.
Yeah, mentality.
Yeah. I'm a doctor, not a script writer.
That's right.
Who wrote this crap?
He is a universal treasure.
Universal treasure. Maybe let's go. We'll go with that.
Yeah, why not? But yeah. Well, so yeah, The Boys season 2 I'm looking forward to.
See what happens after we find out that big shocker. No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers though.
But yeah, that's a great ending for that show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was and that's about the last thing I've seen.
I was seeing ads for like something about Bill Gates.
Yeah, the mind of Bill Gates or something.
I don't know. I didn't have time to look into that.
I saw it and I was just eh.
You know what I did watch was actually the Chappelle show, the Chappelle comedy routine.
Oh yeah,
I watched that. That's the only thing I've watched since is the Chappelle thing. I enjoyed that.
I watched that too.
So we are part of the masses, unwashed masses that liked it versus the critics that hated it.
The critics that hated it.
Zachary Quinto killed it as Spock. I think so, but he was not the Spock. He was a good Spock.
Yeah, exactly.
But he wasn't Leonard Nimoy. Whereas Carl Urban was freaking Bones, whatever his guy's name, McCoy,
Forrest
Whitaker. Kelly.
No,
Forrest Kelly.
Yeah, Forrest Kelly.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker is the black guy from Allstate. Right. You're in safe hands with Allstate.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've reached the point of the show where we talk about McCoy.
Yeah.
We talk about Star Trek.
Exactly.
Which brings us to another important topic. The Expanse.
Yep. Well,
should be dropping in December.
I was actually DeForest Kelly. Oh,
DeForest Kelly.
We made it Forrest DeKelly. It was DeForest Kelly.
DeForest Kelly. We made DeForest McCoy.
Yeah.
Bones McCoy from Kelly. But anyhow, the universe, Expanse, which this marks the 1,124th day of the Expanse update in the calendar.
That's right.
No news to report.
No news to report. Still waiting on it.
So apparently it should be coming out in December.
Yep.
So Merry Christmas to me. We're going to see the ship, the Rocinante, captained by Jim Holden.
Yep.
And his adventures throughout the galaxy and universe.
Yeah, if you haven't seen The Expanse, we talk about it almost every stream.
Every single thing.
So go check it out. I lost interest in The Expanse after season 2. Season 1 was just incredible, though. You have to get into season 3.
Yeah. You have to get through.
Yeah.
Slug through a little bit of it.
Yeah, you have to slug through 2 a little bit because 3 is what makes. Yeah.
And if they're following what the books are, because I'm one of those nerdy assholes that like, hey, you know what they do in the books? If you get through the next couple books, it's gonna be big stuff happening, like epic stuff happening. So it'll be really cool to see what they do with The Expanse come December. What did I cut to you? I was still talking. Let's cut to Joe now.
Yeah, hey, there's me. All right, but yeah, so as we were saying, yeah, you have to slug through a little bit of season 2 just because it doesn't have the same feel as season 1, but the season 3 is way bigger.
You thought you were watching Red Letter Media for a minute because we were talking about Star Trek. See, if this is Red Letter Media, we wouldn't call him McDouglas, McKelly.
Well, I call him Forrest. Yeah, DeKelly. Yeah,
DeKelly McForrest.
We were close though. To be fair, we did get we just didn't have the D
Carl
in the
Urban.
right place.
Yeah, there you go.
And Keith Urban. But to be fair, Keith Urban.
That's what she said to me last night. I didn't have the D in the right place.
Oh. That's bad.
Everyone who knows me knows that's a freaking lie.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
My favorite show has already been contractually ended. NBC played up The Good Place for the last one season.
Oh, for one last season, yeah.
Hey, did you ever watch Fresh Off the Boat or something like that? I never watched that show.
I watched The Good Place.
The Good Place? Okay. Fresh Off the Boat has that one girl from Crazy Rich Asians. It's about the Asian couple. I don't know. It's got good reviews, but I never watched it. I don't know. Constance Wu is her name.
Oh, wait, what was it?
Fresh Off the Boat or something like that? Or
Oh, well. I watched the movie that she was in, which was called Always Be My Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
That was the one because it had Keanu Reeves in it. It was pretty freaking hilarious.
Apparently, Constance Wu is not a very nice person to work with. Because when rumors get started around you and it becomes common knowledge that you're not very nice to work with, like, you must be really hard to work with.
Yeah.
So, that's another movie she was in was the one where she and Jennifer Lopez play these strippers and they basically like try to like steal money from people, like drug people for money and all that crap.
Oh yeah, that one that
Hustlers.
Yeah,
I really wasn't interested in seeing it, but
you know what? We won't go where that is, but that is just a little bit double standard on that movie.
Somebody was mentioning it. There's a channel called by Andy Signor. Used to be part of the what they call them, not crank workers. That one does the fake honest trailers, the popcorn guys, whatever. Anyhow.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's gonna rant about it and how it's like it's kind of Goodfellas-esque, and I mean, like when you watch Goodfellas, you realize these are crappy people and they're living a horrible life. And it's fascinating to watch it and it's fascinating to hear about it, but I don't think I would want to be in the room with Joe Pesci as he's yelling like he's like, what'd you say to me, am I funny? I would not want to be there.
Oh yeah, talk about the uncomfortableness.
Oh my god,
Joe Pesci doing that to you, man.
Holy moly.
No,
but this movie kind of celebrates like, well, let's make them women. And it's like, well, they're women but they're still horrible people. They drug people and take their money. It's not right. Anyhow, going on there.
I watched Hustlers because it had female leads. Was rather disappointed by the ending. I don't know what the ending was, but
I don't either. There's another movie called Hell's Kitchen that came out, and it came out and it went right away. It was the same storyline. It was like these 3 women who her husbands were in the mob. And then their husbands died or something. So they said, why don't we take the mob for ourselves? And then one of the ladies is played by Peggy from Mad Men. And then she's like, yeah, but I want it out. Like, I see we can get these bad guys to kind of like put muscle on her, squeeze them out for money. But I want to learn how to do it myself. And so she learns to fire a gun. She learns to shoot people. It's like, ew. You're kind of a psychopath here.
Yeah.
So anyhow, yeah. I'm not a fan of making women like I mean, we need equal rights. All women should be able to play the villain as well as playing the heroes. But let's not celebrate the villains necessarily. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like if they made it with men, I probably wouldn't like it either. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But anyhow,
basically, you're saying the villain should get punished,
or at least he should. They're like Goodfellas ends on like he's literally like, yeah, I had a fun, exciting life, but look at me, I'm a schmuck now. I'm doing nothing. I'm eating meatballs and meatball spaghetti out of a can.
Yeah.
You know, he loses at
He
the
loses
end.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and he had this exciting life, but you could. It's an interesting like mixed message. It's like, yeah, this is kind of the same thing with Wolf of Wall Street. How the Wolf of Wall Street ends with Joe Belfort being a complete. He's a scumbag.
Yeah.
You know, he loses his friends. He's crawling on the floor drunk and all that crap. Man, people are on Twitter going crazy. But yeah, anyhow.
God
David.
Relay was flipping through
Hey,
the
David
filmmaker and
Simmons.
was waiting and was watching John play the horn. Enjoyed the. Oh, there you go.
You watched that one again, or for the first time anyway.
Well, welcome. How
That
you
was
doing?
before my crazy summer got started.
Yep.
We actually had time to do stuff. So thank you, David. If you guys are trickling in from our 5 o'clock start time, we actually started at 4:30.
Yeah.
This thing didn't
It didn't set right. Yeah. And we've just been going crazy, so we're both a little burnt out, and yeah. So he more so than I, because he's got it both during the day and then like right after this he's got 45 minutes basically, and then he's got to start making his way down towards the Victoria play that's in Vista.
Victoria.
Which
Victor.
an interesting
And I mean,
play.
I think I mentioned it before. My mom was having back surgery this whole time too.
That's
She
true.
had back surgery. She's back in the house. She's getting better. I think she can start. She's starting to be able to walk without their walker. We don't want her to walk without the walker, but she does, because she's just like, I don't need a walker. Walk around a little bit. So she's starting to be more independent now, which is a little load off my mind because it's getting real busy right now.
Yep.
But anyhow, I like what Bill Cage says. Okay, explain why I was. Filmmaker, okay to explain why I was disappointed. They didn't boink. Use my French. I know the feeling. Burned out my whole summer in the office. Yeah, David. The summer was tough. It was a long summer.
Yep. I'm just happy that it's cooling down.
It's cooling down. Well, it feels kind of warm under these lights.
Yeah. Well,
Getting kinda
that's
heated.
yeah, exactly. But all in all, because I walked out and I was like a cool 73, 74.
Well, we can go outside and then cool down.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead, we would be going outside to like get hotter out there. Either of you two, either of you two audio folks into audio like me use audiophiles. Got my good hi-fi equipment. I'm not really that great of an audiophile because my ears aren't that good. I'm a musician, so they've been blown out.
Sadly, I have tinnitus
Tinnitus?
in my So, I have to use sound in order to kind of make that go away sometimes.
Well, the food truck's here.
Yeah. All right.
We were going to do like a co-op a video with another guy who does audio.
Yeah.
I don't know how the situation is with that. The thing is, I'm always afraid, to be honest with you guys, like, I don't like to do videos with other channels unless they're willing to kind of work on our standards. So I wanted to make sure that everything was, if we provide you information, it's all clear and comprehensive and all that. So, I wonder if hopefully he's not, I know because he was saying like, he was trying to push me to get going on this thing, but I'm like, I can't do anything until October.
Exactly.
But
And then that's the other thing is, you can't really do anything, so busy right now.
Yeah, hopefully when October comes around, we can get something going here. But I want to make sure we do get out good stuff here. We're looking at 5.1 surround sound.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I think it's coming to that time.
I think so too.
Because my head is starting to sweat, and that's always
I'm trying to think of what I'm going to get for food before I have to go in.
There's always tacos.
Yeah, there is always tacos.
I went to Rose's and I had the asada. What was the asada carbone plate?
Ah, okay.
And you know what? Their beef fajitas are different than anywhere else I've ever gotten.
Mm-hmm.
I like them.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. I'll give them that. So Rose's, you can go ahead and write me a check.
Yeah.
For that little advertising.
To
all these beautiful folks online here who probably don't live anywhere near.
Don't live anywhere near this
food,
place.
But
But we did mention you, so send that ka-ching.
So Bill Cage asked, what's an audiophile? Is that like a pedophile? And the answer is yes, it is.
Wow.
Well, because there comes in the word philia, which means love of, and audio is audio lover, and pedo is child lover. So literally, audiophile is the same thing as a pedophile. in essence.
In
etymological essence.
Well, we should have ended 2 minutes ago. Is what I'm getting right now. Is what we should have done, but we didn't.
those clips that those clips that people find for John, always find them at the very end of the podcast. When
We
John
put
gets
it at
tired,
the very end to hope that no one ever sees this stuff. But yeah. So
a cinephile is the same thing as an
it's a
audiophile,
movie lover, yeah.
movie lover,
audio lover, movie
and
lover.
a heterophile. I don't think there's such thing as heterophile.
I don't think there is.
No, I don't know what the Latin word for clown, but I'm sure we could find. I'm sure there is a word because because the opposite of aphilia is phobia.
Yeah.
So claustrophobia is fear of arachnophobia, fear
of spiders.
Arachnophilia, lover of spiders.
Yeah.
So there you got both of them. So that concludes our word
wordplay for today. Yep. Bill's like, and I'm out.
Trevor's like, I can edit this part out. No, we're not going to edit it. We're going to leave it up so that people can find this 8 years from now and get me canceled from whatever gig I have.
That's right. And I'll be like, damn it, John, we should have got rid of this because now we're not making Star Wars 22.
Star Wars 22, the search for the transsexual robot.
Yeah.
Of Zunodorf.
I'll still be searching for like C-3PO or something.
It's the search for C-3PO's red arm.
Yeah,
what happened to that
Why
thing?
did he have a red arm? No one ever knows.
Yes.
Search for Ryan Johnson's.
More money.
Yeah. Yep.
Search
expectations.
For Ruin Johnson's ethics and.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, there you go. Star Wars 27, the search for my lost childhood.
Yeah, there you go. Guess what? We won't find it. Yeah.
It'll be in there, and then we know what we're going to find. We're going to find Star Wars. We're going to find Indiana Jones there. We're going to find Transformers. We're going to find He-Man. We're going to find all these great things from our childhood we lost because they rebooted them.
That sounds like Oh, that's right. They are going to reboot Masters of the Universe.
Well, but
they're making a cartoon now on Netflix.
And Kevin Smith is the
yeah.
But that's actually kind of a good idea for a short there.
Yeah.
The search for the lost childhood.
Yep. Search for nostalgia.
Oh man, it's those little things you slapped on your wrist and they became wristbands.
It's Pogs, Pokemon, and what else?
Magic cards.
Nintendo's obviously. Contra would be in
there.
there.
That was a really kind of lame childhood. I think about it. I can't remember. It was those. Well, those are Rubik's cubes. Those other kind of cubes.
Yeah.
They're
Bop-It.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bop-It
What was the
fun.
one where it was like a pogo? It was like a pogo ball, and then it had like a platform, and you just like jumped around. That thing was terrible. I had one.
That looked like a big giant, like a pacifier.
Yeah.
You just jumped on a pacifier the whole time.
Big
Big wheels, one wheels.
Big wheels. There
You
you
still
go.
have those?
I'm sure Big Wheels are still out there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Probably not Big Wheels anymore. It's probably just a generic brand.
Generic brand wheels.
Sounds like a Netflix documentary. There you go. The search for nostalgia. Our search for our childhood.
Search for my lost childhood.
Yep. But yeah.
Star Wars.
All my Star Wars toys. I don't know, those are all gone. Millennium Falcon's dead.
No, man. This is a dark place now.
It just turned sad. Anyway.
Really bad. Horrible.
Yep.
Disgusting. Terrible. Just the way we like to end the show.
Just the way we like to.
Good night, folks.
We like to break that ice and then re-put it back together for somebody else to break.
Break that ice and let you go watch something more entertaining like Red Letter Media.
Yeah, like Red Letter Media.
Because we're low energy.
Yep. But again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
Thanks for letting us know what the real names of the Star Trek actors are.
Yep.
We're not that good at it. Our brains are turned to mush. We're tired. We're old.
Yeah, good old Leonard Nimoy. Nome?
And Bob Shatner.
Yeah,
Bob Shatner.
So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Jorge Takai.
Yeah.
I got a phone call.
All right.
Mom's calling me. All right.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, I think I'll have to call it that.
All right. We're calling it. So
There
thank
we
you guys
go.
so much. And we'll see you on the next one.
See ya. Put
Later,
the music
guys.
up.